didn't have to park like at the end.
I know.
Which happens to be, I remember, I told him I want my parking spot right here.
I know, you need to have your own sign, yeah.
So, today we have a surprise. Max is joining us for a
Oh, I just finished. Oh, I didn't know.
Double whammy.
You used to do that to me before. I said finish, he's like, oh, Denise coming in, 3 legs.
That's a happy birthday. And then, there's a carrot.
Oh my God, what a mess.
Sorry about the mask.
Okay, so I sent him a message. I'm going to publicly execute him in your gym.
Go ahead.
Last time I tried to kill him,
Yeah.
it was just attempted murder. This time,
He said he just recovered. He said he's still sore. He asked if he could go light. He asked me to ask you if he could go light in it today. I said, if I ask that, he's going to go crazy.
Yeah. I'll go crazy. I'll go easy.
So who do we have this today?
Let me get out of the way.
No, you stay there.
Okay.
Yeah, never too much.
This is your gym.
All right, it's never too much. So when I met him, he was like 3 years old and he had a better quads than everybody else, right? So he's genetically, 3 or 4, right?
Yeah,
genetically gifted, genetically gifted for legs. Now, when somebody is like 3 meters tall, right? No matter how good his legs are, they have to get bigger, right?
They're very good.
They're already good, but they have to be bigger.
Just need to squash the calves.
So listen, last time I introduced him to some super slow, eccentric, put the load on the quads and all that stuff. He doesn't even know what we're gonna do today, but last time we were together, Jay Cutler said, I asked him, do you still squat? He says, hell yes. Okay, so if I ask Jamie, when was the last time you squatted? Was 1985?
A long time ago.
Long time ago, okay. So today is the day, he's gonna squat.
Oh, shit. On that note,
again, Flex?
On that note, I've got an appointment. I've got an appointment.
When was the last time you did the lunges?
I've done lunges recently, yeah, but not squats.
Recently.
It's a good job you gave me that belt.
Yes. No, seriously. So look, he's a coach. He's the 7 times Mr. Olympia and all that stuff. Really, when you come in to design some of this leg routine, what are you trying to do? Just have something, or honestly push him to the limit, stimulate, and do something that he never usually does. So today I already have my plan. He didn't plan to do the squats, and we're gonna be, he's too tall, and long way. Too bad, so sad.
You know, Jamie, when we film for JTV with Milos, he goes a little crazy, just so you know.
Just a little extra intensity. I told him, how many times are you going to be on the Jay Cutler TV?
When Milos sees Dave Bully with a camera, kind of the easy intensity.
He goes a little nuts,
when he tries to get 11, 12.
Yeah, I can't hear it. Put it up, right?
Get nervous.
Yeah, that's it. But anyway.
So Jamie, I want to talk to you a little bit more at the end, but you came here for about 3 weeks on vacation on a bodybuilding camp. And all you've been doing is training and eating and living the bodybuilding lifestyle, the full-time bodybuilding lifestyle.
That's it, full-time bodybuilder. So everyone keeps saying, what's Vegas like? You see much of the strip? Where have you been? Blah, blah, blah. I just been apartment, eating, gym, just like being at home.
How is it so far?
It's fantastic. Training somewhere like this with Flex, this environment, Milos. This is why I've come here, because I need to be pushed, and I want to feel like it is, or what it feels like to be pushed to that next level, and then take it home with me.
You're not going to want to go. You're not going to want to go back.
No, I won't. Well, let's see if we make it past today first.
Okay. We're glad to have you, James. All right, thank you so much.
Excellent. Crammed in there. Oh, shit.
I can charge you when I come here.
Oh, man.
Under the joints.
Let
me really get this
I'm officially taking Sean Clarita's job as a giant killer. A good giant is a dead giant. So I'm going to try to kill him today. Sean Clarita, this is for you. New giant killer. Yeah. It's a different concept. You know, it's easy. just like the butt, 30 reps here, and then we do 30 reps standing. So this is a squat. To kind of explain what he's doing, last time we did the leg extensions with the really peak contraction, slow eccentrics. Now I'm just bringing the blood in because I'm going to put him on a squat. So I want to make sure that his knees are warmed up. He's doing 30-30. 30 squats with nothing, which was Serge Nobret style back in the day. You know, free-hand squat. Okay? All right? Okay. Yeah, look up, look up, look up. 3, 4, 5, 7, keep going. Serge Nobret used to do like 300 reps. To appreciate this, try to do 100. Jenny has a little bit trouble connecting right there. Usually when he poses, left leg comes to live, right doesn't. So I want him to look at the right leg. No matter what anybody says, I used to have a bigger left biceps and bigger right triceps because I was just looking at it. So you look at the left, I mean right. Okay, right away, very right. As straight as you can, as straight as you can. Okay. A little higher, a little higher. Yeah, right there, perfect. Just short of locking. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. First squats in a long, long time. If anybody comes to you or to Jay and say, what is most important exercise for legs, for quads, what are you going to say? Okay? So on that note, why nobody else does nowadays? Squat racks are empty. Look at this. Always empty. Deep when you're up. Right there, boom. Yeah? Follow the measurements. Good, nice. Woo. That's all it's done. Everything in the first step.
Jealousy in the air that I can tell. I'll never say never will.
Here we go.
You're ready. She's my soul, fuck, I say, girl, it's not what we do.
Oh yeah. Big one.
You're ready, I know what you. She's my soul, fuck, I say, girl, it's not what we do.
5. 7, 8, a little bit. All right. Yes. All right. Look up. One stop. Come on. Oh yeah. Right, that's fine. Now, put it there. 4, right there. Every rep. 5, good. Right there. 6, perfect. How many do? 7. Stay out that more. 8. On the quad. 5. Last one. Slowly on the quad. Good. Okay, Dave, you saw we tried to do 3 plates initially as the first set. He didn't do 1 rep. Not a single rep, right? It was super heavy. Now we did 2 plates, each side 2.5. And I'm putting him on 3 plates, something he could do for 1 rep. I want him to do 10. I put it as you do the 10 reps, you qualify for Olympia. You don't do it, you don't. So what's it gonna be? Clean your mind, okay? 1 at a time. 1 at a time. Everything in the first rep. Okay? Yes. Everything in the first rep. One by one. Come on, Jamie. Olympic qualification, come on. Wow, better. Come on. Here you go. Come on. 2. Okay, come on. 4. 5. 5, come on. 6. 7. Nice, come on. 2 more for Olympia, come on. All right. Instead of 20, 30, it took too much time. Go, 30. 20. Hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get him on that. Don't you stop. 2, 3. Halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. Don't stop. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Higher. Press! 3, 2, 3. Come on. Boom! 4, 2, 3. Up. 5, 2, 3. Come on, Jimmy! 6, 2, 3. Up. 7, 2, 3. Up. Up. 8, 2, 3. Come on. One more. Push, push, push.
Yeah. Should have run like 70 seconds.
Okay, let's go. Boom. Whoa. Keep it moving all the way. 1, up, 2, 3, don't stop. 4. Keep it going. Keep it going. 6, 7, 8. Don't you stop. 10. Come on. 1, 2. Yep. That's halfway. 15. 6, 7. Keep going. 20. 1, 2, 3. Higher. 6, 7, 8. Good.
I'll leave it 30 minutes.
As much pain as you can. Okay. Good. Take your time. Okay. Release like a maniac. Okay. Come on. Let me feel it. Hold there. Squeeze, crazy. Okay, come on. Ring separation. 4. Come on. Squeeze. Come on. Squeeze. 5. Okay, come on. Squeeze up. 6. 4. Come on, Jamie. Yes! 8. Up. 9. And give me 10 reps. 10 reps. 10 reps. Boom. Come on. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 7, 8, 9. Oh, God. Come back. Going back there. First step, unlock, put on the quads. Unlock, put on the quads. Now put it. Nice. Slowly. Good. Down, 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 down. Come on. Down, 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 down. Okay, you'll drink later. Come on. Up. I give you just 3 more. No way. No way. Come on.
Let's go, bro. Come on.
Come on. 1, down, down. Come on. 1 more. Come on. Yes.
Get it up. Come on.
Your turn.
I'm going to point my
You've been there. You've done that.
Too many times. And he loves it.
He says in the camera he loves this stuff.
No, I don't have to torture him.
Yeah, you do.
No, seriously. Because, listen, if you're a coach, you can babysit him, you can compromise, or you can maximize. My job is to maximize. If he wants to qualify for Olympia, he knows what it takes. So, I can feel sorry, or I don't. I feel sorry later. This is the last set. Come on. Finish it. Okay? Turn around. This is it. Come on, this is it. Yeah, I have to be realistic.
Oh my God.
So you can do too. Yeah, that was confession. Confession of it. I was hoping he's going to throw up. But
he wasn't sure if he was gonna.
Yeah. But you remember, this is exactly how in my Colosseum gym was. And then, you know, the Armin Schultz and all the other guys, they were puking like this. But okay, so what I was telling him, I mean, look at his legs. This is already second leg workouts that we did. But for all the coaches out there, for all the athletes out there, you can be honest to yourself and just work it off or do something extreme special. Okay, it doesn't have to be go heavy, go home, these kind of things, because I tell you, body is not designed to be pounding on the super heavy weight for 20, 30 years. So if you have your longevity, you do it smartly. You stimulate, don't annihilate, right? Stimulate through the intense methods of super slows, partials, prolonged time of retention, peak contraction, anything, but you have to be honest. This is what I was trying to accomplish with Jamie last time, most of it accomplished. Put on the quads, create that burn, and then when it's burning, try to be a worse enemy, try to burn much more, try to create even, harder burn that you can't even handle it. And then if you can hardly handle it, okay, then try to stay as long as you can there. That's your body screaming for you to stop, it wants to get out of it, but you don't stop. As Arnold was saying in that movie, I don't even remember which one, if it's not burning, it's not growing. So for me, to do it safely, we didn't do anything super heavy today, but I know we had enough heavy load. When he was prepared, we did the leg extensions and squats, and then we moved it to the belt squat. Yeah. And the belt squat that he couldn't even do for 1 rep, initially he did the same weight for 10 reps. So I know I push him to the limit, not just physically. I'm building up his mental state of a champ's mentality, Chris Bumstead, right? You have to be, so listen, a lot of people are happy where they are, and mediocrity and grayness is pushing us over. I qualified for Miss Olympia 10 times. Back in the day, in my country, people were laughing when I said I'm going to be Miss Olympia. What are you going to do? Okay, might as well go to Mars. If I want to go to Mars, I would. I wanted to be on Miss Olympia stage, and I qualified 10 years in a row. You tell me, why Jamie cannot make it to the Olympia? Of course he can. Of course he can, guarantee. It is just like, okay, I don't know, Jamie, if you're going to maybe disclose a little bit. Did you ever really consider, am I maximizing every workout, every rep, every set, every training session? Or you kind of mechanically, okay, this is good, and I pushed it, I think it's good enough.
Yeah, I think I've been guilty the last few years at least of actually being a bit lazy when it comes to training and thinking less is more. Well, I think when you explain your methods, more is definitely more. You just need to make sure all of the factors are covered at the same time.
You know who says less is more?
Who?
Lazy ass people.
Yeah.
Overtraining.
Yeah.
Overtraining? I train 6 days a week, twice a day. I said it a million times, so people are going to say, shut up already. But I swear to God, I never felt overtrained. 6 days a week, twice a day. And then add occasional cardio. I didn't do so much cardio because if you train twice a day and you eat clean, you don't need to do that. Yeah. But really, now as we're doing this for Jay Cutler TV, what did Jay tell you, Dave, also? He never took breaks. He counted his off-season calories. Spartans, what are your profession? Bodybuilders, what is your profession, right? Oh. And what is the, Mount Olymp. You want to climb there? You're going to climb there with the mediocre workout, with the fucking, excuse my language, 200 grams of protein and, No. You got to force it, everything. You have to stimulate and force body to grow. After 1 week, you inspect what you expect. It happened, it's going in the right direction, good. But maybe I can even improve a little bit more. So really, I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to be around, right? But to say this anyway, I want people to know from the bottom of my heart, I see most of the people don't train hard enough, then don't diet hard enough. When they're supposed to eat, they don't eat enough, and when they're supposed to diet, they don't diet hard enough. Yeah. That's honest to God truth, okay? With that mentality, more is less. No, less is more. Yeah. I'll give you less money, okay? I'll give you less money, so.
But it's like more money.
Yeah.
No.
It's more is more, and maximizing.
It's
Can I do
it's
it?
logical. What you say is very logical.
Yeah.
And when you feel it, when you feel that style of training, you know that, okay, the adaptation caused from this style of training to what I was doing before.
Yes.
It just makes complete sense that it's going to be far, far more. So I'm looking forward to seeing the progress.
Your body adapts to everything.
Yeah.
It adapts to this and adapts to that. So what do you want to adapt? In the bottom of the mountain or the top?
Jimmy, tell me about this trip. You actually met Milos in Europe when he was doing tours.
Yeah, so me and Milos worked together first off in 2015.
Okay.
He was my first ever coach, in fact. That was when coaches were a thing, especially at the amateur level anyway, because obviously professionals always had coaches, but not really amateurs. And from March to October, Milos created a British champion in the UK Nationals. So he was the first person that made me believe that I could do something as a bodybuilder, because obviously I'm 6'5". I'm not cut from the normal bodybuilding cloth. I've always been told I'm too tall, got long limbs, won't make it as a professional, and I've proved everyone wrong so far. And I can see the potential. But me and Milos started working together again, because when I evaluated the past 5 years, and like I said, I've been guilty of being a bit lazy over the past couple of years, training a different style and trying out different things, resting more, having more days off. It just made complete sense when I thought 2015-16, that's when I made the most progress. So we did it.
You gonna watch this?
Did you lose that food?
It was good. Still inside.
Oh, good. Milos was gonna have to clean it up.
Yeah. He was gonna get a hole for you.
I was very close.
I always made my guys clean up their mess. I'm seriously, okay? Yeah.
So I've said this many times before to other people in the bodybuilding scene as well, and I think Milos might be able to answer this from the horse's mouth. But I think sometimes people stop working with Milos because it's actually too hard, and they can't keep up the training. So they go elsewhere and kind of convince themselves that it's good to try different things.
Listen, like you said many times, they can't handle the heat.
Yeah.
You can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen, or stay in the kitchen and make something special.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I have a guys stopping training with me because I give them way too much food. I give them amount of food that women can eat. I'm serious. Some of the guys, and I want to get this out of my chest. What do you think when I send somebody a plan for a bodybuilder, pro bodybuilder, he wants to qualify for Mr. Olympia, and I put him on high calories and high protein and all this stuff? I can't eat this. Okay, I don't know. This is maybe not good to say for Jake Other TV, but that's Socrates' quotation. If you want to fuck, you have to put it in, otherwise it's not called fucking. That's my favorite Socrates.
Definitely.
No, but seriously, I mean, that's rude, and but you see, once when you're rude and you get people's attention, seriously, if you want to do something, do it.
Yeah.
I don't compromise it, a little bit. And this, less is more. I heard this so many times.
Yeah.
But again, you touch the subject. You went with me there to the British Championship, and you won it, right? Mm-hmm. Did you actually did you believe you can win it when you were going there?
If you asked me in March before I met you, no.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Milos is a great inspiration. He's got very good words, and he made me believe, and I think that's what I needed as well. Difference between thinking and knowing, right?
Thinking and knowing, and believing. I mean, really, what you nailed it. So when I say this, you can qualify for Mr. Olympia. You think I'm blowing smoke up your ass because you go, but you're 6'5"?
Yeah.
6'5", right? 195 centimeters. So long limbs, long this, long that, shit. Okay, you're gonna just fill it up. Yeah. You already, for me, created the illusion last year. I've seen you on the stage. Yeah. It's like, whoa, hold on a second, yes. You maybe still have to fill up the frame, but you're still the biggest guy on stage, widest guy on stage, crazy V-taper. Things are happening, right?
Yeah.
So now you focus on this, okay, nothing's gonna stop you until you qualify for that Olympia.
Yeah.
But that every set that we do, that's why I tell you.
Yeah.
That's for Olympia qualification. Okay, no matter how bad you feel, look, you're almost sick. He came here to throw up. Unfortunately, he didn't throw up. Yeah, because I would like to have that scalp. Okay, every set is for that. I said this privately, and you guys are going to think I'm completely sick. When I was competing back in the day, and when I do my sets, I have to do a certain amount of reps. If I don't do, I said 10 reps. Before I go into the set, I say my mother is going to die if I don't do 10 reps. I'm dead serious. I love my mom, right? So to even put this in my mind, that was it. No matter what, I'm not going to let my mom die, right? So this is kind of attitude that I had. It's probably sick, and people are going to say, you know,
no, I get the picture.
Yeah, but really, it was like this, because that ensured that I'm going to do 10 reps. So you witnessed it. Before we went to the last set on belt squat, it was maybe realistic to expect maybe 6 reps, because he couldn't even do 1 rep initially, right? So we said 6, but if you want to qualify for Olympia, right?
10.
Let's do 10. Yeah. And what did he do?
He did 10. It didn't look that hard either.
So, but what is it? His champion's mentality, right? Came in, and this is how you have to be. Every time you sit to eat your meal, and every time you come to the gym, and then rest. I don't want to neglect the rest. You have to rest, and you know. So you are here in Las Vegas to do what? Improve your bodybuilder status.
Yeah.
Have a crazy workouts, so you can bring back to UK this kind of attitude. That every next workout has to be better than this one.
Yeah, definitely, and that's a big point. I came here to train with Milos, so I can take that home with me, because I train at home completely by myself. I have a private gym, so it's not open to the public, and sometimes I need.
Is that hard?
It can be. So having these memories and Milos's voice in my head every workout,
and all the champions here, and
yeah, that's it. Being around these types of people.
It's motivation for later.
I'll definitely be back, but it's been a huge motivation already, and I'm here for another 2 weeks, so I'm just going to soak it up like a sponge and take it back to the UK.
All right, so the goal is?
To qualify for Mr. Olympia.
In 2022?
In 2022, the way we look at it is going to be those later shows in the year.
Yeah,
it's going to be,
we're realistic. I think this year I got back on stage too quickly. Should have had a bit of a longer off season. Because of COVID in 2020, extending the season for me till October, my off season was short, so I started dieting again in February. So really now, realistically, probably diet until off season till July time, and then the late shows like around now next year.
Well, how much do you compete at? What do you weigh when you compete?
It's 295.
Wow.
Yeah, it's obviously a big frame.
Yeah.
But I don't think we should realistically look at being on stage any less than 305. I think that's realistic as well with the time we've got.
Very realistic.
Sure.
Even though I always say that the number doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I know.
It's illusion.
I was kind of wondering.
So okay, open discussion, right? What does he need to present? We are going for conditioning, absolutely. But when you have that super thin skin, crazy condition, right? And then you create that crazy fullness, super compensation. You can look 10, 15 pounds heavier than you actually are. So when you step on the scale, and we were touching that subject with the Dennis Falk when we were there, right? In 2007, I prepared him for the Olympia. I loaded him up like crazy, and he was looking way bigger than he was 2008. Much bigger. But on the scale, I think he was like 18 pounds heavier 2008.
Wow.
Imagine. But he looked bigger this way because of just that illusion of pushing glycogen, you know, through the skin, and you know. So the way I see him, he has that width. You guys saw Akada Giant when he does the front lat spread, back lat spread. It's like the craziest fit taper you've ever seen in your life. Okay, so on that I'm going to capitalize. Round shoulders, round chest, small waist, wide lats, and what we're doing today. Sweeping thighs. So then when you have that X frame and stomach is going to have to be super tight and deep, you know, you ask yourself, everything perfect, what do you want? More symmetrical physique, yes. Aesthetic physique, yes. You want a round, tie-ins, striations, separations. Check.
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing a separation here. Okay, so we're going to work on that separation. You're missing fullness there, so you're going to work, we need to fill it up, right? These kind of things.
Definitely.
Because your physique is already, state of the art. You're a pro bodybuilder. So you're there.
Yeah.
But now
Fine-tuning,
polishing, and all this stuff. And then you have to capitalize on your blessings. His blessing is, you said this perfectly. Somebody on YouTube said, "Oh, because your height, you're gonna take your height as your advantage."
Yeah. Eventually.
You are super unique. Nobody is this tall. Okay.
Yeah.
not since Gunther, right? I mean,
he's taller than Gunther.
Yeah, how tall was Gunther? Like 6'2"?
I think Rolf Moller was like 6'5".
Oh shit!
Probably the tallest with Louis and Gunther. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. But you're gonna have a lot of those naysayers and haters, and gonna say this.
Well, there's always some of those.
There's always. I mean, for me, it's just fun. Sometimes, I'm very sarcastic with those guys. But do you believe you can be a Mr. Olympia?
100%. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, but 100%. In case you do everything else 100%.
Yeah.
And
well, you're the type of coach, and that's why I've come to you again, that you command respect because you've been there and done it.
Yes.
There's a lot of coaches out there now that they may have the knowledge scientifically, but not with the application. And Milos
lived
been
it
and applied it. He commands respect, so it's like in the workouts, you don't want to let him down. I don't want to miss a meal.
Yeah.
I don't want to send a check-in picture and think, I've had a few days that have been a bit shit this week. Everything is going to be nailed.
You miss the meal, you think you cheat me, no? You cheat yourself, right? This is how it is. But when you're saying about 100%, less is more. 80% is less than 100%. Is this more? No, 100% is more, right?
Yeah. He'll never let you forget that one.
Whoever says this, less is more, I just turn around and it's okay. Less I see you do, it's better.
Well, Milos keep reinventing himself. We're glad to have you here. Jamie, thank you so much for coming to Vegas. And 2 more weeks of this. But I'm sure on the last week, he's going to be, this is just like the first.
This is kind of what I said. I know that you're busy. There, like Jamie would have this one opportunity to be on Jakarta TV. He said, let's wait like a couple of more weeks. So let's put another 15 pounds and then see him like this, right? This is, I'm sure, a great honor for you to be on the Jakarta TV.
Definitely. And thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure. And I'm sure we'll get to do it again in the future.
We better.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Milos, thank you.
Good.